Return to your perch, Gargoyle.
Thanks to his animal ferocity, Alien is a fast and aggressive character who is able to rush down any opponent despite his limited ranged abilities. His special moves Low Crawl, Xeno Strike, and Tail Snag allow him to easily close the gap when attempting to bring an opponent within melee range, which is good because he doesn't really have a lot of ranged attacks. This makes Alien a primarily offensive character, but if you prefer a more defensive style of play, Alien uses his tail in place of any kick attacks, which gives him tremendous pokes. Good god, those pokes. You like fighting enemies at range? Try the Conjurer variation, which gives Alien the ability to summon drones and facehuggers. Facehuggers will stun your enemies when attached to them, and can be used to provide extra pressure on your enemy when they're backed in a corner. Pro tip, try grabbing your opponent when they're in range of a facehugger. That way they'll be wide open to the creature's grasp, allowing you to combo the heck out of them. Alien's drone drop move allows you to zone out your opponent by battering them with overhead attacks at various ranges. In terms of combos, this move offers good setup if you enhance it, but it's too slow to use mid-combo, so it's best to use it when your opponent is some distance away from you. Then you can close in and hit them with some sweet juggles. If you prefer to get up close with your opponents, then the Tarkatan variation has got you covered. In this variation, Alien gains new combos and specials utilising a set of arm blades gained from his original Tarkatan host. The arm blades also give Alien extra mid-range potential, which, combined with his tail attacks, gives this variation extremely good footsie game. His Tarkatan Rush move is a special move which can be extended with different button inputs, and whilst this can be a tough move to use for novices, for more experienced players, this move can be used as a great combo ender or combo extender if you enhance the throw attack at the end. His Blade Spin attack also makes for a good combo ender or extender if you enhance it. But if you really want blood, then Alien's Chop Chop special is the one for you. Another great combo ender, you can also use this move against opponents who are running towards you, because properly timed, your opponent will run straight into a Xenomorph blender.
Brutality.
The only downside with this variation is that you have no form of ranged attack, which can give characters that do have ranged attacks the upper hand if they choose to stay back and take you on at a distance. Finally, we have the Acidic variation. The main strong point of this variation is its ability to deal large amounts of damage over time with the Exo Sting and Acid Blood special moves. Both attacks excel at putting pressure on your opponent, because even if they block, you'll still leave a pool of acid on the fight line, which can deal small amounts of damage over time, but if you really want to do a lot of damage, make sure you hit them. To that end, be sure to use Exo Sting at the end of each of your combos, that way you're guaranteed a hit, and your opponent is guaranteed a slow and painful death. As for Acid Blood, it actually does more damage over time than Exo Sting, but every time you use the move, you do damage to yourself. Well, how else is Alien going to access his blood on command? The damage you do to yourself isn't a lot, but it can add up, and if your opponent suddenly gets the upper hand, it can mean the difference between victory and defeat. In all, the Acidic variation offers a fairly balanced style of play, because you can use the range of Exo Sting for a defensive and cautious approach, or if you'd rather play offensively, I have two words for you: Corner Trap. Lay down pools of acid using Acid Blood or the close Exo Sting while your opponent is backed against the wall to really pile the pressure on. Alien is by no means a character for novices to use. All of his variations have some kind of tricky aspect to them, and his combos aren't exactly simple. If you can put the time in to learn him, however, he can prove a valuable addition to anyone's arsenal of fighters. As such, I give Alien 3.5 out of 5 stars. A solid character in all, despite his shortcomings. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next instalment of Fighter Review.